Ever had a moment in your life that seemed so insignificant, but turned out to be a major turning point? I had mine when I was 25. It was a day like any other, mundane in its routine, yet it held a revelation that would forever alter my life's trajectory. I looked in the mirror and saw a reflection that was not just a physical image, but a stark representation of my life's choices up until that moment. There was a growing discontent within me, a nagging feeling that I was capable of so much more. It was as if a dormant seed had been watered, sparking a desire for change, for growth. The emotions washing over me were a potent mix of apprehension and excitement, fear and hope. It was a moment of clarity, a decision to change, to strive for better, to evolve. And so began my journey of self-improvement. The first steps on this journey were anything but easy. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain, looking up at the daunting peak and knowing you must climb. That's what it felt like. The initial struggles and challenges were like boulders in my path, seemingly impossible to overcome. I was trying to climb a steep hill while carrying a heavy burden of self-doubt and apprehension. There were days when the frustration seemed endless, times when it felt like I was moving 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Moments of doubt clouded my mind, whispering words of defeat. You can't do this, it's too hard. You're not good enough. These thoughts, like insidious shadows, threatened to engulf me. But here's the thing about shadows. They exist only in the absence of light. And the light, my friends, is persistence and resilience. It's the flame that burns brightly within us, refusing to be extinguished even in the face of the most formidable challenges. Persistence is about not giving up, no matter how hard the journey gets. It's about pushing through the pain, the exhaustion, the disappointments and the setbacks. It's about holding on, even when every fibre of your being screams at you to let go. Resilience, on the other hand, is about bouncing back. It's about falling 7 times and standing up 8. It's about learning from your failures and using them as stepping stones to reach higher grounds. The truth is, the path to personal growth isn't paved with ease and comfort. It's rocky and steep, filled with obstacles and pitfalls. But every struggle, every challenge, every hurdle is a lesson in patience, in courage, in determination, in strength. Each struggle was a test, pushing me out of my comfort zone, forcing me to dig deep and find the strength I never knew I had. With each struggle, I was growing, becoming stronger and getting closer to the person I wanted to be. But with each struggle, I was growing, becoming stronger and getting closer to the person I wanted to be. Failure is a tough teacher, but the lessons it imparts are invaluable. Life, in its infinite wisdom, has a remarkable way of teaching us, and often it chooses the hard way, the path of failure. This path, though littered with disappointments and setbacks, is the one that molds us, shapes us, and ultimately transforms us into better versions of ourselves. Looking back, I recall countless instances where I stumbled and fell. There were moments when my dreams seemed impossible to reach, moments when I felt like giving up. But it was in these moments of despair that I found my most profound lessons. Each failure was a mirror, reflecting back to me the areas I needed to improve. It was a wake-up call, a signal that I needed to change my approach, adjust my strategy, or even reevaluate my goals. My failures taught me about persistence, about resilience, about the power of having a steadfast belief in oneself. They taught me that success is not a straight line, but a winding path filled with twists and turns. I remember a particular instance when I was working on a project that I was passionate about. Despite my best efforts, the project failed. It was a bitter pill to swallow, but in retrospect, that failure was a blessing in disguise. It forced me to take a step back, to analyze my mistakes and to learn from them. It made me realize that passion alone is not enough. One needs discipline, dedication, and a well-thought-out plan to turn dreams into reality. Failure, as harsh as it may seem, is a necessary part of personal growth. It is the fire that tempers the steel, the storm that makes us stronger. It is the teacher that does not sugarcoat its lessons, but rather forces us to confront our weaknesses, our fears, and our inadequacies. In this journey of self-improvement, I've come to appreciate the value of failure. I've come to see it not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity for growth, for learning, for transformation. In every failure, there was a lesson to be learned, a stepping stone towards my personal growth. In the journey of personal growth, consistency is the key. This is a fundamental truth that rings true, regardless of where you are in your journey. Imagine the power of a river. When you look at it, it seems so peaceful, so calm. But beneath that tranquil surface, it's the consistent flow of water that carves out valleys and shapes mountains. That's the power of consistency. It might seem slow and unremarkable at first, but given enough time, it can create wonders. Now let's transpose this analogy to our personal growth journey. We all have goals, dreams, and aspirations, but how many of us actually take consistent action towards achieving them? It's easy to be enthusiastic at the start, but the real challenge lies in maintaining that enthusiasm, that drive over the long haul. Think about it this way. If you were to improve just 1% each day by the end of a year, you would have improved by more than 365%. That's the power of small, consistent actions. They might not seem like much in the moment, but over time, they accumulate. And before you know it, you've reached heights you never thought possible. The journey of personal growth is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about who can get there the fastest, but who can keep going the longest. And the key to that longevity, to that endurance, is consistency. It's about showing up day in and day out, rain or shine, whether you feel like it or not. Consistency is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making a commitment to yourself and sticking to it no matter what. It's about understanding that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step forward. And over time, those small steps add up to big strides. So remember, in the journey of personal growth, there's no substitute for consistency. It's the secret ingredient, the magic potion, if you will, that can transform dreams into reality. Small, consistent actions over time can lead to extraordinary results. Personal growth is a journey, not a destination. A profound truth, one that I've come to understand deeply as I've navigated through the uncharted territories of self-improvement. This journey, my friends, has been a tapestry of countless moments woven together with the threads of experience and insight. As I reflect on the path trodden, I see a myriad of changes that have transformed me and the life I lead. When I embarked on this journey, I was but a seed, unaware of the potential within. With each step, each stumble, each triumph, I've grown, blossoming into a tree that stands tall and firm. The roots of my understanding have burrowed deep into the soil of knowledge, drawing nourishment from the lessons learned. The branches of my perspective have reached out, expanding my worldview and enabling me to touch the lives of others. This journey has been a mirror reflecting back to me the person I've become. I see strength, resilience, and wisdom, attributes cultivated through the highs and lows of this expedition. I see a spirit that refuses to be quelled by adversity, a heart that finds joy in the simplest of things, and a mind that thirsts for knowledge. But the most profound change lies in the realization that growth is not a static state, but a dynamic process. It's an ongoing dance between learning and unlearning, between moving forward and pausing to reflect. It's about embracing the unknown, about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's about understanding that the only constant in life is change, and that to stop growing is to stop living. As I continue to tread this path, I'm reminded that every sunset is followed by a sunrise. Every end is but a new beginning. This journey has been a testament to the transformative power of personal growth, a beacon that guides me towards the promise of a better tomorrow. And as I continue this journey, I'm excited to see where it will lead me next.